Finally, I was obeying the clarion call of NYSC. At this point, I was nervous, like a child going to boarding school for the first time. This was a journey that I've heard of its rigorous process. Definitely, I should be nervous. Hi, besties. Welcome to another episode of an NYSC PCM trying to live her best life. I had to leave my house so early just so I could beat up with the registration process. But what was wild was traveling to outskirts of town with two male strangers just because they were heading to NYSC camp like me. Was I scared? Yes, a bit, but I just trusted God through the process. Left my house as early as 5:30 a.m. just to beat the traffic and also get in time for registration, because according to some video I've seen, it is the most hardest part of the first day. As I got closer, it began to seem as though my freedom was getting snatched away from me. As I set out early, I didn't even bother eating. That was the first mistake I made. So whenever you're reporting to NYSC camp, do well to eat at home or you bring food along. After a good searching of my box, we were expected to fill our name, given some form, and my registration process started. First of all, I was allocated hostels before I proceeded to medicals. Just before you are allowed to camp, NYSC would want to make sure that you're physically fit. If otherwise, you would have to go back home. I was expecting this registration process to take a long time, but to my surprise, everything was going so smoothly that I finished my registration. As at 11 a.m., I was already done with every registration process. The only inconvenience I encountered while registering was heat. The hall was so packed full. In no distant time, I was given my NYSC complete kit. I won't lie, I was so shocked because it was too early for me. According to the stories I've heard of NYSC camp registration, this was extremely fast to my surprise, and I was so glad that I was finally done with camp registration. My kits were good and also of good quality. After everything, I had to drink water to step down because my body really needed it. As I was done, I packed my NYSC kit bag and headed back to the hostel. As I got to my hostel, I decided to test out my NYSC kit to make sure that it was my complete size. But besties, what do you think? Is this actually my size? Well, I had to retouch it just to be my perfect size. After changing to my white and white, we headed for the parade ground. Did some parade. I eventually went to eat, and as soon as I was done, I made it back in time to my hostel just before the lights out by 10. The first day was not a bad experience. I was excited and looking forward for more days. And so if you're looking for more days to know what it's like to stay in NYSC camp, then stick around because I'll drop more episodes as the day goes by. Thanks for watching and follow me for more. Bye, besties.